Good afternoon, everyone. It's Rita here, and it is December 24th, Christmas Eve. And I, of course, have been staying home because of the virus that I was exposed to, COVID. And so today is day 11, but I did have my test done. I think I might have told you. And the results haven't come back, but we've decided to put off Christmas until New Year's weekend or New Year's Day. But so anyway, I was working in my sewing room. I've been just doing all kinds of stuff in the house. There's nothing else to do but clean or that kind of thing. And I decided to get a cup of coffee and just work on the journal a bit. Excuse me. This is the cooking journal for my mom. And I thought I would go through the last couple pages before I try to put them in the ring binder, just in case somebody did not see that and wants to see how I did that. My little rings here, I'm out almost. I used a lot in this, putting these pages together. But they're not that expensive. I got them at Walmart. Someone had asked me, and I sent back a message to them and let them know where their Avery labels, their Avery reinforcement labels, 67.55. Might be a glare on that, I'm not sure. But anyway, for somebody who doesn't know that, it's good to know. So what I did was I'm just lining these up as best that I can, making, sure that the pages are kind of centered. And then I'm flipping it over. Well, can't do it to that page. Doesn't have any holes in it. That's good. Okay, so here. We got this page here, and I'm using this as my guide to, try to center it in the book itself. Then flip it over. And then I've just been taking the pencil and drawing those rings there. And punching them each one individually. Which hasn't really taken that long. It took a while to cut my strips and fold them and that kind of thing, but not too bad. So it is pouring down rain. It's not a very good day to even be out, traveling around for Christmas anyway. The weather is just not really very good. And then we started out this morning at about 50 degrees. I'm here in North Georgia. 50 degrees, and it's going down to 18 tonight. So it's quite the drastic drop in temperature. I think by 6 or 7 o'clock it'll be down to like 35 or something, or even less. But sometime it'll be around 18 degrees. And then if we, excuse me, still have any kind of rain going on, which they said that we won't probably have rain, but we could have a little bit of flurries, just the moisture in the air. So we might get a little bit of a white Christmas. I'm not sure. I was hoping to get my test results back today so that I could go spend Christmas Day with my mom. But I don't think I will. You kind of feel like they're taking their holiday. The people that work at these labs will be off maybe today and tomorrow, of course. And so I just have to deal with it. Okay, so that's all of the pages. Now, I'm not going to worry about putting them in any order at this point because I can move them around the way I think that they should go eventually. All right, so I think what I will do, though, is kind of make a bigger page, which are probably the just the plain coffee dyed pages on first. All right, so now I've got to do this so that this ring is not... Do I want this in the center of the book? I think I do. Let me see here. So, well, hold on. Let me get a few pages. No, that's not going to work. I'm going to do it from, I guess I got to do it from the bottom up, or whatever it is. I don't know. Well, let me see here. I'm not used to doing this. Now, of course, they're going to be upside down. I mean, I don't know if they're right side up or upside down. All right, hold on. Let me just, I think I had them all go in the right direction. This one's upside down. That one isn't even punched. I have to punch that one. I hope you don't mind just coming along with me doing this like I would do if I wasn't on a video. Okay, oh, I didn't set a timer either. Let's see. Let me kind of get an idea of what time it is here. All right, so let me, I'm thinking that let's see how this, okay, so that will be closing on the, all right, I think the main thing is to have them all go on the same side, I guess. I don't know. Like I said, that's the nice thing about this ring binder thing, is that you can change it. And I thought I might try to paint these. You know, when you have the alcohol ink, you can paint metal. I thought I might try and paint these rings and see if they would work. And I haven't checked these yet, so I hope I've got all the holes in the right location for the next ring. And most of the pages didn't really get cut off too much by adding the paper, cutting off this is all the things. So I'm gonna keep them for a while because I think they might make a cute decoration somewhere. I mean, we always need more. Oh, I can't put that one in. I'll have to do that later. All right, so let me clip that one. And then this one, I want to make sure that that's going the right direction. Okay, hands work. They don't always work. I haven't even drank my coffee yet, so I can't have shaky hands, but I feel like I am. So I didn't get any symptoms from this yet. That's why I'm kind of thinking I don't have it. But they say that, you know, some people don't have any symptoms at all. But I didn't really expose anybody. My son, if I do have it, he was exposed. And another friend of mine was exposed. So, you know, I just hope that neither one of them will get it. Okay, so I guess the rings move wherever you want, but see, there's still a lot of room there. So I might be able to go with the smaller ring so that it doesn't look so big. And I think, see, she wants, oops, looks upside down. She wants to, well, that's gonna be kind of weird. She wants to write when it's laying flat. So, I don't know, this may or may not work for her. I feel like I need a lot more pages though. It feels very, unless it's just because the rings are so big. I don't know. Anyway, so that's what it looks like at this point, and the pages do move nice and easy. So that's a good thing. And then I have to find how to figure out what to make for covers. I wanted to use, actually, Mary, one of my subbies, she sent me some pictures of books that she has and sizes, but none of them will work with the cookbooks that she has. So, and the cookbook I have won't work with it either, but I'll have to find either another book or, I mean, I could even use probably a Dollar Tree set. I don't know if this book is, yeah, see, one that was this size, I think this is from the Dollar Tree, and just cover it so that I have hardcover or get chipboard. But the books are a little sturdier, and I might put corners on the outside covers too. So anyway, that's that. And then I was going through my mom's, I have her old picture album. And this is where she grew up. You could see Mount Rainier like this from her house. This is an old postcard. She had it, you can see it was stuck in one of those photo albums with the black. I ripped it out of there. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim this off. And I'm going to cover the back so she has a journaling space. Hopefully that won't show through. Let me see if I can. Yeah, it won't sand off either. Oop, it's nasty. Well, maybe I'll get some of this loose part sanded off. Okay, so let's see. Oh, and I've been organizing as well. So I remember I was telling you about the Stampin' Up type of boxes. They're not very good, and they won't stay. You know, you open it and it lid shuts, and you open it and it flies up this way. So I said, nah, that's not good. That's not happy. So I went into the kitchen and looked for Tupperware stuff, or not Tupperware, but these are, I believe, the containers from, well, I'm pretty sure they're like Hillshire Luncheon Meats or Great Value brand Walmart. I don't know. But anyway, so I put them in these, and it'll be real easy just to pull out one box and look for a label. So I'm going to keep collecting these. I only have 5. So I keep them for like Christmas and Thanksgiving dinners. My son, when he comes over for dinner, I would like to find a piece that's already ripped. Coffee dye. It's so cheap when it comes to using up coffee dye paper. I don't think that one's big enough. It's not. But I could collage it. I don't know. It's kind of, if it wasn't there, I would just collage the other part, but I'll find something else that can go on. This piece here will work. You know, coffee dyeing paper is a task that it's okay to do, but I don't like to do it. It's just, I don't know. And then I also, one of the subbies asked me about how I do my coffee dyed. So what I do is, now this is on that parchment paper, which I think coffee dyes up really, really nice. It also has a really nice feel after you coffee dye it. So what I do is I pour the coffee in like a big tray. I have a big, like you can use those Dollar Tree ones, the foil trays. And then I just put the paper down in it and I go like this and get it all covered. Then I have other trays, another couple trays sitting next to it, and I just lay it in that tray. And I stack them up, maybe 3 or 4 high. Probably not much more than that because it takes too long to dry if you do it too thick of the papers. They don't stick together really. You would think that they'd all get stuck together, but once they're dry, they don't. If you try to take them apart wet, they will be stuck. So anyway, then in the meantime, before I do all, put the paper in the coffee, which is just regular household coffee, or you can use instant. I've used instant because if I didn't have any made or something. Then turn the oven on to 350 and let it heat up to 350. And once your oven is heated to 350, turn it off, put your papers in, and let them dry naturally in the oven. And really they'll dry in maybe, I don't know, 10, 15, 20 minutes. I don't know, I never really timed it. But they just dry kind of evenly that way. And if you do get them too close to the edge of your oven door or something, they will get kind of burnty on the edge. And that's all up to you whether you want it to look like that. But then when I also put them all, set them all in the tray, you know, all the pieces of paper in the tray like this, I will tip the tray up and run off the excess coffee so that it's not really puddled in there. So that, and then that's how I do it. Then you can do, you can put the paper in the oven, turn it on to 350, and then as soon as it heats up, turn it off. So you can do it either way. But I prefer to preheat the oven to 350 and turn it off. I think sometimes it gets too much burnt the other way. So hopefully that will be helpful. Just trying to think if I could just collage. I don't know, she might not like that, writing on that. I'll save that for something else. Let me see if I can find another sheet. Everything's got to be just a hair too. That one works. That's book page, you know, out of the front of a book. I saved those to put on the backs of journal cards. I know this isn't very exciting. I don't really have anything planned. Oh, I should show you though the little folder that I did not yesterday but the day before that I filmed, but I didn't finish, and I did the tags and stuff. So that's finished, which wasn't going to be for my mom's journal, but oh darn, I got some of that ugly black on there. I'll put something over it. Okay, so this one was in her book, and this is Wall, South Dakota. It's the world's largest drugstore in South Dakota. I don't know if you've ever been there, but it's like, the store is very long. It's a souvenir shop, big time. I mean, it's got all these Indian little, I haven't been there in years, but I remember as a kid going. All the Indian trinkets, you know, the beaded bracelets, the little moccasin shoes, all that kind of stuff. It's a tourist attraction. It's a place where people, I was just going to put something over that. Maybe I'll just find, later on, I'll find a little sticker or something. Okay. So that's 2 of those, and I'll just put those in one of her pockets in the journal. This is the one that I finished, and you saw that I did the front. I didn't put anything here. I haven't decided. This one, I just put a little thing up there, and I sewed around and covered the inside of it. This one, I just put a little tag, and a little piece of fabric and sewed around that. And this one up here, I did the sewed around that and put that in there. So it's pretty much done, unless I put something over here and I haven't decided, or if I see something that I want to put there. All right, so these go in her little thing. This here is my mom and dad. Well, I had gotten this from my mom for a farm journal that I did a long time ago, And it is the sale of their property in South Dakota. Well, it's more the sale of, yes, I guess, I don't think it was the land. I think it was the stuff that they had, because I don't see land on here. But the lender called the loan due. That's what they used to do years ago. The United States Department of Agriculture. They had a loan for the amount of $1,706. And they had to sell everything. This was in 1956 in order to pay that debt off. I don't think they owned the land. I think they crop shared or something. So they kind of like rented the land, I think. But that loan they had for farm equipment and stuff, and feed and, you know, whatever else you buy, you know, that you buy on land, I mean, for a farm, they had to pay it back. It was a government loan, and they couldn't pay it back in time, or evidently they called the loan due. My dad didn't make enough on that year on the farm or something. I don't know. Anyway, this is the sale. 2 cows, 9 years old. 4 cows, 5 to 8 years old. 2 calves, a 1948 Ford tractor, Ford plow, scoop bucket, Ford cultivator, planter, wagon, feed, seed, and miscellaneous items also at their farm sale. And then they moved to, that was 1956, and then they moved to, that's when they went to South Dakota when my mom and dad married. And then they had, 4 kids there? Yeah. And then my mom, where she came from in Washington, her brothers and sisters all convinced them to move out there because there was work. There was no work, I guess, at that time. And my dad went and worked for Georgia Pacific. I mean, he only went to the 8th grade, so he wasn't highly educated or anything. He's just a farmer. And, you know, he wasn't educated because he worked at home on the farm. All right, I'm folding this up, and I'm going to make it just a journal page to put in her journal. So she can just open this and write on the back. I thought I might decorate this, but I'm not sure what I would, she has the original. What can I decorate it with, though? I mean, I don't want to cover up the majority of the, I don't know if it's something I can decorate or not. With some cooking stuff. Oh, this is the frosting. Yeah, nope, that doesn't go there. It has to be like something, like a flower or something. Something cut out. Fussy cut. I was thinking I could almost fussy cut that out. And I thought I had some more of those that Mary made. There's like only one of these little fussy cut things. All right. Nope, that doesn't have anything I can use. And I bet everything I have is way too big in the flower department. That is a giant bird. Never use that. But you know, when you first start out journaling, you cut out everything because you think you're going to use it. What are these these stamps? They don't need to be in there. Let's see. Oh, these are like honey dogs. How cute. Cocker Spaniel. I don't know. These are just birds now see, I could put a pheasant on here because they used to hunt pheasant all the time. My dad did, and then my mom would can it. We always had, they had a lot of chicken ranch kind of thing they had, and now I probably got that too dark. I was just, it's really not very cool by itself. So my mom would can chicken and can, oh, and she loves daffodils too. Isn't that funny how things, you know, I think that would be okay. I like that. I don't know if I want the pheasant on there now, but I like the daffodils. She would love that. Because Washington, they're famous for the daffodil. And we had a daffodil parade every year. And my aunt would go, she had a 8mm, one of those movie projector cameras. And let's see, I don't know if I want to glue it down yet. I feel like I want something else. And we'd have to go to her house and watch the daffodil parade on that projector. It was the most boring time of my life. I'll never forget that. Nope, I don't want that. I kind of like the stamp. Maybe I will just nudge it in there because it does have some meaning. But let me see. Trying to soften it up a little bit. I want to get some of those tan color doilies. I don't know if anybody's seen those. People using them online. I think Gail Augustinelli does. You'd think I'd have enough, probably doilies ripped up already. It smells good in here. I used to put vanilla in. There we go. There's a bunch. Okay. I used to put vanilla in with my coffee dye, or sometimes I would just dye the doilies and stuff with the vanilla. You know, the imitation. Yep, I think that's what I did. Because I can smell it. I'm going to get this a little bit more dark. Let's see if I go this way with it. Yeah, I kind of like that. Okay. All right, so let me put that doily part there. Trying to kind of watch my time so I'm not forever on here. Oops, I think I had it going this way. So I never can remember how I did it. Because my glue is very gummy all of a sudden. It's almost, this one's almost empty. Just put that over temporarily. Maybe it's just because it's almost empty. And the heater's on, so it's probably got some... But I'm glad I'm getting some of this done. I could sit and mope around, but I didn't really want to cover her name. Darn. I didn't even realize her name was on there. I thought it was just my dad's. I think you can see the Rose part. We all call her Rose. Nobody calls her Rosetta, except her own family. Which we don't even see, you know, like I said, she was the last of the family, the original. But even my cousins, we don't talk to them or anything. You know, it's been years since we've even been out to Washington. They all still live there. But Facebook, I mean, I know what's going on because of Facebook, which is kind of amazing when you think about it. Because otherwise I would have no connection whatsoever to that family. None. I don't know if I like this. I mean, I like the stamp. I just don't like it square like that. I tell you, they've got to have a pair of scissors that are called stamp scissors that cut the way a stamp would be on the edge. A pinking, but a little tiny pinking, like a stamp. All right, I'm going to put these in. I have a little box for stamps. Right here. So I'm going to put them in there. Yeah, I think this is going to be maybe handy. I'm not sure. What I think is going to work, it doesn't. All right, so that's good. So I'm just going to slide this into a pocket of somewhere in the journal. Let me see. I had a page already with a pocket. This one, if it fits. Yeah, that fits. See? So there we go. And I could put some tags in the other ones. Yeah, I like it this one because it shows the most. This part up here, I had to unsew it so I could get these pockets open. I don't think it shows that much. This side I put some washi tape because it did show a little more on that side. But this side, I think it looks okay. I think I'm going to go with it. Oops, forgot a stamp. Okay, so that will go there. That's one little thing. And then let's see what else. I got a little bit more time, so I thought I'd just take one of these junk mail envelopes and use them up just for collaging purposes. Okay, and then I'm going to fold it up about right there. These are nothing fancy. They're just, all right, so I'm going to, let's see. I want to open up this side. Open up the top. Then I'd have a pocket on top. The part I hate is that you can see what kind of background does it have? You can see the background when I punch a hole. All right, I'm just going to cut this. If I don't like it, it's okay. And then I'm going to punch. Let's see. Maybe I won't make a pocket there. I'll just leave this pocket. I'll just make a pocket up here. And I'll cover it first, and then I'll well, better not do that first. Stop me. Okay, so I have these recipes here, and I thought maybe I could use, these are really no good on this paper, so I thought I could just use some of this to collage with. I'll just cut off the excess. too hard to rip this little tiny edge. I can't, for some reason, keep this flat. Okay, and then I have another one that should fit up in here. I'd be curious if she'll recognize my grandmother's handwriting. It's my dad's mother, not my mom's side. We didn't have a lot of connection with her mom. She was a very, oh, I can't describe her. She didn't have too much to say about anything. She was pretty quiet sort of person. And she wasn't very loving lady, like to my mom or anybody. It was kind of like she had kids so that they could work. Or at least that's the way you kind of would feel about it. Press that down a minute. And then my grandfather, my mom's dad, he died when she was 8 years old. And then, so she raised all those kids by herself. I kind of want that gone. Oh, too late. I don't want that black line right there. So she raised all those kids, 10 of them. But my mom's older sister was much older and actually was married a good part of the time my mom was growing up. So she was kind of like her second mom, her oldest sister. And, you know, yeah, it was like they would be the ones to come Christmas Day and bring presents because my grandmother, she didn't buy them presents for Christmas. She just was not, like I said, friendly kind of lady. I don't know. People were raised different, I guess, back then, and maybe she wasn't a very happy lady. I don't know. But she remarried. She remarried just after my mom left, and my mom got married at 16. So my grandmother, gee, I don't even know how old. I'd have to look and see when she was born. 1880 something, I think. Maybe 1883. Sounds familiar. No, not 1883. My grandfather lived to 99, and he was born in, he died in 1968, so he was born in 1860 something. So I don't know when she was, I don't know how old she was. I'll have to look that up. I'll have to ask my mom. I'm going to take a photo album over tomorrow if I get to go over there. The one I took those postcards out of. There's a few people in there I don't recognize and see who they are. I have them because for storage reasons. When she first came out here to Georgia, she lived in California, and it was so, my sister had things scattered all over the place, and I don't need to do that yet. We need to find something to put here, which I was going to see if I could find don't like that color with that. That color would be okay, but it's too small. Too big on me. Let's see. So the photo albums were here at my house, so she probably hasn't seen them for a long time. Okay, we're gonna go through this of finding something to fit that area. That's cute there. Maybe I'll just put some, in fact, I think I'll put some copy die back here. Or maybe I'll just use some of this recipe that matches the paper. So I kept the photo albums. But she lives in her own place. And my brother lives there, who helps take care of her. I mean, he doesn't do anything. He's just there in case she needs something or needs help with something. But when she lived here with me, she just hated that she did not have her own kitchen. Like I said, she loves to cook, and I told her she could do whatever she wanted to the kitchen, but she wouldn't do it. So when my brother needed to move out where he was in Nebraska, and my sister passed away in Nebraska where he lived. So she was really his only relative there. I mean, there's a couple grandkids or nieces and nephews, but they have their own lives. So we told him to move here, and then my mom would get her own place, and he could live with her. You know, the funny thing is, all my mom's kids, there's 7 of us. Well, one has passed away. Well, and she wouldn't have been a senior citizen quite yet. Let's see, 65, 70, 85, no, 60, 60. Yeah, she wouldn't have been a senior yet, but very close to it. But all her kids are now senior citizens. That is weird when you think about it. We just don't all have handicap stickers. But all on Social Security checks. All getting Social Security. At least I think they are. I don't know. My brother might not. He did well. He did pretty well for himself. And my sister. They all of them actually did. But, yeah, they're all old enough to draw Social Security. And a few of us Medicare. So it's just kind of weird that your mom, let's see, that's, I don't like to put things dead center, but I think she'll be okay with dead center. I don't know if I cut this a little bit smaller. Yeah. All right, so when I get this done, we'll be done for today, and we'll do some more hand sewing. I don't know, there's just something about that doesn't look right. I'm going to cut down a little bit on the top. I don't think it would cut off any of the wording. I don't want to cut the words off. But I just felt like it needs to be a little bit smaller. There, that looks a little better. I don't think I'm going to put anything else on it. Just that. I wonder if the glue stick's going to hold this. I guess if it pops up, I'll re-glue it. Since my glue stick is extremely sticky right now, should hold it. Okay. I think that's cute. It's a nice little, and I'll get a tag. Let me put the pocket part of this on. Oh, and I was gonna cut, let's see, that's all I need there. not gluing the wrong parts. I need to pop this open here. Punch. And I was looking for, well, that won't fit. Okay, I don't think this one will either. I was thinking about using more of a, yeah, like this size of punch, not a little round guy. Okay. So this is the part I don't like back here. I think maybe if I just ink it up a little bit. I did get a new ink out. It's not as juicy as they have been in the past. Yeah, that one, that looks fine. That almost matches the writing now. Kind of a gray color. Okay, so let's see. I had come on, didn't glue shut, did it? No. It's come loose. I pulled it loose. I could make it out of tag. Make a couple tags for it, I guess, huh? Quaker Oats. I just like this one, but I probably, maybe I'll use that somewhere else though. Okay, I've got this big tag, which would fit down inside of here. Yeah, that would, oh, Crisco, that's her favorite. That's what she uses, Crisco. And she uses Quaker Oats. I was looking to see if there was another. I was reading this. It's Spam and Bisquick Spam Cakes. I was trying to make a tab. I was playing around. Oh, this is cute too. But see, this is one of the ones from that's not that familiar with her as far as. But you know, I just watched Tina make a fruit jar tag. Magic keys for perfect bread. Now you can't see her face. It was a fruit jar, and okay, well, I guess I'll stop looking. I'll just plan on putting this one here, and I might put something like this in with it, just a plain tag. Anyway, she made a fruit jar tag. I have to look and see again how she did that. How did she do that? I think she must have just made a regular tag and rounded the edges here. I have to look and see how she did it. I can't remember anything. Okay, well, that's good, and I will finish that up. So there's another little piece of ephemera to go in our cooking book. I know not going to want to put it on any of the pages. That's going to be my problem. See, that just blends right in. Guess I'll have to put it on a cooking page like that. I mean, I like to put pockets on the pages where This one might not be too bad. Where there's stuff on it because you can't write on it. All right. See, I was thinking of just putting it on a page like that. But I can add a lot more plain pages because she could journal on this side. All right, I'll have to just, oh yeah, that one's a good one there. Maybe I should just do it and be done with it. I think there's another page that's, this one's too, although that one's okay too. I think a little smaller pocket on that one. I'm going to do it on this one. She can journal on this one also. And that's to the same page. I can move these. I'm still possibly going to move these around. So let's just, I'm going to put it on this one. I kind of just like to do that, you know, if you find a place to put something. But what I am going to like about this journal is that we can put a lot of stuff, a lot of bigger things. I always worry about getting journals that are so fat you can't. I think it needs too much in there. So fat that you can't close the journal very well. Or you can't even hardly write in it because it's so big. This does, oh my goodness. That, you know, when they fall over, that means that they're getting empty. Somebody said that. I thought that was pretty interesting. It sounds true. Okay, so this one I'll put copy date paper, and I'll fix this one, and we'll be good to go on that little pocket. All right, well, thanks for joining me on this Christmas Eve. I don't know, it just doesn't feel at all like Christmas, but it is what it is for this year, right? And we'll have this to look back on and tell our kids or my grandkids. Or I don't think I'm going to have any more kids, so unless I adopt some, I guess. But I don't think so. But anyway, it's going to be a lot for people to talk about in years to come. It will be very interesting how people perceive this after it's over. Thank you. Have a wonderful Christmas. Bye now.